guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings, Tarot Reading from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Hope you had a really good previous week. So we're focusing, week ahead, 1st to the 7th of September 2019, and we're doing the weekly check-in reading this week. So I hope that you guys really enjoy that reading, and enjoy your reading, sit back, relax, get a snack, and let's just have a look at what's coming in for the week, guys. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care. Hi guys, so this is your weekly check-in reading. These are the decks we're using this week. For your current self and theme of the week, guys, we are using the Fenestra Tarot by by Chatria. Key goal, obstacles to overcome, and anything you could be accomplishing for the week. We are using the Hidden Tarot of the Hidden Realm by Julia, Jeffrey, and Barbara Moore. Anything that you need to avoid, anything you need to embrace, and where you can find support, we use the Witch's Tarot by Deborah Blake. And for what we do now on the other reading, we don't do the 15 card reading anymore. We just focus 10 cards on your work and 10 cards on romance. For that, we use the Tarot Grand Luxe. And for your spiritual advice on this area, we use the Angel Answers by Doreen Virtue Radley Valentine. Spiritual advice on your 20 card reading at the end, we use the Angel Answers. We use the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue and the Angel of Abundance by Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue. Okay, and also any other additional spiritual advice, we use the Answer deck. Alright, sit back guys and enjoy. Okay, Capricorn, hiya. This is your reading for the week. Let's have a look. You are the Eight of Coins. Nice. Working hard this week. Focusing your attention on a task. Some of you guys studying for exams maybe with the Eight of Coins. The Eights are all about skilling up. So the Eight of Coins is all about becoming a master at your craft. That's what the Eight of Coins is. So some of you guys working really hard to accomplish knowledge and to accomplish a place of authority concerning a craft or an idea or that type of thing. Sometimes the Eight of Coins is a new job, so some of you guys might be in a new job this week with the Eight of Coins energy. But at the heart of the Eight of Coins, it's all about hard work, and that is you, because Capricorn is, it's ruled by the devil. Ambition, focus, determination, motivation, liking to be in control, thorough. Those are the good traits I call the devil card. So I'm not surprised that this is you this week. Very focused, very hard working, very dedicated to achieving a task. Eight of Coins energy showing here. Definitely could be work related. It could be about new job, or maybe this is learning a new skill, or this could be going back to college with the Eight of Coins energy. And we are in September. 1st to the 7th of September is when all the kids and everybody goes back to school and they start new schools and universities and stuff. So might be something to do with that. If we get a Hierophant here, it's probably going to be something to do with that. What is the theme of the week? Well, it's the Knight of Coins. But even though this can still be a study card, but this is about a business. It's about work. So you guys working hard, focusing on skilling up and mastering a skill. And it's all about a business. It's all about work. But the Knight of Coins is all about accomplishing a goal as well. So some of you guys, the week is all about accomplishing a goal in terms of work and business with the Knight of Coins energy showing here. Okay. Some of you guys might be studying. Eight of Coins energy, working really hard. Maybe this week is also about gaining. Knight of Coins energy. But also this could be about a promotion. This could be about an offer that is coming your way with the Knight of Coins. This could be an interview with the Knight of Coins and skilling up and doing a lot of reading and researching with the Eight of Coins energy. Some of you guys might have been offered an interview. It'll be an interview more than likely with that Knight of Coins and not necessarily a job if you're doing that. What is your goal for the week? Your goal is the Ten of Cups. It's to complete a cycle in a satisfactory way. Because that's a Ten of Cups for you. All tens represent completion. Alright, it's not the completion of a matter, because completion of a matter should be the 10 of Pentacles. Because Pentacles are matter and the 10s represent completion, should be the completion of a matter. this is a satisfactory completion with the Ten of Cups. You know, I always say to myself, yeah, all tens recognise completion, but why have we got the different suits? So how does the suit factor into completing something? Well, if Pentacles are matter, you're completing a matter. If Cups are satisfaction, then you're completing something satisfactorily. You know? If the Wands are all about our energy, you know, then it's the completion. Maybe finally you run out of energy with the Ten of Wands. Because it is the card of being tired and exhausted, running out of energy. Ten of Wands, Ten's completion, it's sort of the completion is to do with energy. Or if the Ten of Wands is all about hardship, maybe the time of hardship is over. Just looking at them in terms of in terms of their elements. The Swords, you know, it's all about pain and struggle, where the Ten of Swords is the completion of a matter in a painful way, so in the most painful of ways, or the completion of a painful situation, you know. So they just complete themselves in different ways, and this is kind of completing something to a satisfactory level. I think that your goal is to complete whatever this Eight of Coins is to a satisfactory level. What is the obstacle standing in your way? The Five of Swords in the reverse. I think that some of you guys are probably being too overly confident that you're going to do this, because the Five of Swords in the reverse can be whereby, yes, it's good. You've got that confidence back. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you look at this woman on the card, when it's upright, she's running scared. And sometimes we need a bit of that fear to help us to strive. Do you see what I mean? And remember with tarot, when you're a tarot reader, you're reading intuitively. If you read intuitively, that is. Some readers read purely kind of, scientifically, but I definitely read intuitively. I find it the best way to read. And also it's the best way to get my juices flowing when I'm looking at those pictures and I'm telling the story, and I just feel, oh, that has just popped out to me. What pops out to me in this reading about this particular Five of Swords is that this woman is kind of, she's got a shield, yes, she's got a sword and she's fighting a battle, but she's looking behind her, she's got battle scars, and she knows she's got to fight. She knows that she's got to fight to stay alive. In the reverse, this person is kind of like, oh, whatever. Can you see how her face changes reverse? She almost becomes like, oh, whatever. I'm not afraid anymore. And it might be that you need to overcome the obstacle of becoming too overly confident that you're going to smash this thing. You're going to do this thing, Capricorn. It's almost like sitting back and feeling I don't need to fight anymore. Because you do. Because your goal is to complete the Eight of Coins, which says to me that this is something that you are. It's a test, or it's a project, or something you're working on. But, you know, because the theme of the week might be that it could be that you have to deliver something with the Knight, because Knight of Coins is deliver a product. So it might be that you have a product to deliver. It's definitely got something to do with work and business. It could be because there's an offer or an interview that's come your way. Maybe some of you guys are skilling up about that. And your goal is to complete this research, this work, this study, this product in the most satisfactory way. But you need to avoid getting too overly confident. Because when you get overly confident, it means that you don't have the fight left. And if you don't have the fight left, it might simply be that you do a very mediocre job, or you don't get what you want as much as you felt that you would. What could you be accomplishing by the end of the week? The Ten of Wands. I did mention that, didn't I? The ending of the struggle. It'll be over. You'll have done it. Ten of Wands energy. It's the completion of the struggle. So you could be accomplishing the Ten of Wands energy showing up here. I mean, you know, it could be that this is something to do with a contract, for example. Maybe some of you guys have to do a test run for a contract that's being offered out there, and you're wanting to complete this in a satisfactory way, but you need to overcome the obstacle that you're kind of a little bit too confident that you're going to get this, or you're going to do this. It could be some of you guys achieve that. You know, I'm just throwing things out, because the Ten of Wands can also mean lots and lots of work to be done. You know, lots of work. So if this was a contract or something, you might be getting the contract with the Ten of Wands, because it indicates lots of work that one is carrying. But just in, you know, overall, I just feel that what you could be accomplishing is finally the end of a very testing time. You'd have completed finally that Eight of Coins there. Whether it's good or bad, you'd have done it. Let's have a quick look at what you need to avoid. You need to avoid the Seven of Coins. Tricky one when I look at the card, because for me the Seven of Coins has always been one of those cards where hard work and patience. Okay, so the Seven of Coins is you put the work in, and then you patiently wait for the rewards to come to you. I feel that, because there's definitely something about putting hard work in this week and expecting some form of a reward. Because that Knight of Coins can also be a gift and a reward as well. You can read the cards in so many ways. Goal is to accomplish this Eight of Coins. It's to finish in a satisfactory way the work. But the obstacle you need to overcome is the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords reverse for me isn't doubt. It's in the upright when that's doubt and lack of confidence. In the reverse is feeling really confident. You need to avoid the obstacle of overly confident. Because some of you guys, if you're too overly confident that you're going to do this, you might not put in as much of the work that you should be putting in. You need to avoid the Seven of Coins. This is it's tricky, because why would you need to avoid the Seven of Coins? Seven of Coins is putting the hard work in and then waiting for the things to come. Maybe this is resting on your laurels. Maybe, because it's kind of smacks of the same thing here, where you need to overcome the obstacle that some of you guys are so overly confident here, Capricorn, that you're like, yeah, got it in the bag. Yeah, well, you know, because my goal is to complete this project, this work, this research, whatever this Eight of Coins is for you, in a satisfactory way. With the Ten of Cups, to complete the Eight of Coins in a satisfactory way with the Ten of Cups. That's my goal. And, you know, but, you know, I don't really need to worry about it because it's in the bag. Five of Swords reversed, if this is your obstacle, you're not striving as much and you're not working half as much as you should be working because you think you've got it in the bag. And maybe you need to avoid just resting on your laurels, putting that work in and just saying, well, I've done the work now. And I'll just wait to see what comes off it. It almost feels like the work hasn't been put in. This area here, if you're just going to kind of sit back and say, oh yeah, I've achieved it's fine. I don't really need to work half as much. I don't really need to work to 100%. I can work to 50% because I know I've got it in the bag, you know. You might need to avoid kind of putting that work in and then just sitting back and waiting for things to come to you. Because what you need to embrace is death. That this is a massive change. And I think that this change is going to bring a real big opportunity to you. But also I think that the reason that you need to avoid just kind of doing the stuff, doing the job, which is what the Seven of Coins is, and just waiting for things to come, because I feel that it's almost like you need to embrace a different way of working, because the Death card is change. I mean, it's neutral, it just talks about the word change. But this is a change, I think, in you, you know. So whereby your goal is to complete this work, whatever the type of work it is for you, whether it's study, whether it's research, whether it's a project, whether you've got to deliver a project to someone on time, or whether you've got an interview and you've got to kind of, you know, squat up about that, do a load of research and reading with the Eight of Coins, a lot of studying with the Eight of Coins, because you've got an interview with the Knight of Coins, whatever the case might be, you know, whether you've got to deliver a product to a company and you've got to work really hard, whatever that situation is for you, Capricorn, you need to overcome the obstacle that you could be too overly confident about this. You know, because you want to complete this in a satisfactory way with that Ten of Cups. But the obstacle that stands in your way is that some of you guys are overly confident. And usually if you're overly confident about something, you're not putting 100% in. You're only working to 50% and not 100. And you need to avoid that, thinking to yourself, well, I've put the work in and I'll just wait and see what comes of it. Because this could be a massive opportunity for you. I think this is more about, number one, changing up the way that you think and the way that you work. Number two, Capricorn, I would say that the need for embrace with death is that this is a massive, massive opportunity for some of you guys. And you can't afford to fuck it up. You can't afford to get too overly confident about the situation with the Five of Swords in the reverse, because you won't work to 100%. You won't work like this woman does in the upright. You won't fight for your life. You won't fight for your life. You'll just work at 50%. And think that that's enough to get you what you want. Seven of Coins. Because it's such a massive opportunity for some of you guys, and I think it's such a big opportunity, you need to be working at 100% and not 50%. And not be so arrogant enough. Sorry to say the word arrogant, but there is a certain arrogance sometimes in an obstacle position, being that Five of Swords reversed. That for me, there is a certain arrogance that smacks off the page that says, yeah, I've got it in the bag, I'm not worried. Because in the upright, the Five of Swords means to be worried and fearful. Now, this is probably not the main third swordsman. This is probably one of the two people that are behind that third swordsman. You know the third swordsman in the Ride Away? Well, this is the two people that are kind of crying and running away. This is probably one of the two, fearful. But this person's regained their confidence. But you need to avoid the obstacle that you're getting too overly confident. You're not afraid. And you need to have that fear. Because the fear will help you work at 100%. Because you need to embrace it. This is a massive opportunity that's being put before you. And if you only work at 50%, you could fuck up the whole thing. Sorry for swearing, guys. My twin sister's my business partner. She always saying, don't swear on video, Carol. Do apologise. I will stop. Where can you go to for support if you need it? You go to the Ace of Coins. Maybe you need to go to the person who started the thing. Or go to... Because the Ace of Coins is the seed planter. The person who planted the seed. The person in charge of the venture. So maybe you need to go to the person who's in charge of the venture and ask them a few questions, maybe. With the Ace of Coins. The person who planted the seed. The person who's in charge. The person who's possibly, if this is an offer, the person who's making you the offer, for example. Maybe you need to go there and ask a few questions if you need that support. But I think that, you know, if there's anything in this reading that says... Capricorn, you know, I'm doing this thing and yeah, I'm a little bit worried about it, but hey ho, you know, I know that, you know, I achieve everything, I pass everything, even when I'm not trying, I seem to get good marks. Well, I feel with this being reversed, you need to avoid the obstacle, because this will be an obstacle for you. And I think with the Death card, it's such a big, number one, you got to change up the way, you got to embrace that this thing is something that you have to do very differently, because the Death card is the change card. So, for example, if you've kind of done things in the past, you've attended interviews, or you've got jobs, or you've made products, or you've supplied products through a business, whatever it is, and you've done things in the same way, and you've not worked half as hard because you're completely confident, Capricorn, in how you do things. You know, and the Five of Swords in the reverse reminds me when I dig deeper and I say that you need to avoid the obstacle of that Five of Swords in the reverse, whereby you're overly confident about your abilities and you're like, oh well, you know, I don't need to worry about this because I just need to do the same method. I just need to do the thing that I've done before. I need to do the same old thing. So I need to work to the same method and I'll get the results. Some of you guys might be thinking that. But it's an obstacle to you because the universe is saying, but you need to embrace that you're going to have to change the way that you work. Because this is a massive opportunity. You can't work the way that you've worked before. Because it's not going to guarantee that you're going to, you know, that the results that you get are going to be, the results that you get might be good, but they may not be to the standard of whoever is offering the job, or whoever it is that's offering you, or whoever it is that you are kind of supplying to. Does that make any sense? So you need to embrace the need to change things up. Because the Seven of Coins is a card that talks about the mundane. We do the work and then we just wait to see what comes off it. There's no real innovation in a Seven of Coins card. And you need to embrace the need to be changeable and adaptable and to adjust and to, you know, with the Death energy, to do things a bit differently, because this could be a huge opportunity. So if there's something you don't know, Capricorn, but you're kind of just saying, oh yeah, don't worry, I can wing it. Five Swords are reversed, I can wing it. I'm confident enough, I'm kind of cool with this. You know, my goal is to complete this in a satisfactory way if I want to get paid, or if I have to supply, you know, a product to someone, or if I've got an interview that's been presented to me this week, or I want to accomplish a certain goal. Yeah, fine. My goal is to do that 10 of Cups. My goal is to accomplish this work, this job, this research, this study in a satisfactory way. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about it, you know, because I just work to the same method I've always done. But the universe is saying, you can't do that, because you need to avoid the obstacle of, because it's proving to be an obstacle to you. Number one, it's not going to allow you to grow. And number two, there is always adjustment and there is always change in life, in business, in education, in companies. Every company works to its own standard. So this is going to prove to be your obstacle. If you're going to do things the way you've always done it, this is going to prove to be an obstacle to you, because this is not only a different thing, a different opportunity, probably a bigger opportunity with the Death card, but also because you're going to have to kind of adjust, and you're going to have to kind of, you know, do things a little bit differently than you've done before with the Death card. And if you don't know what you're doing, don't just rely on yourself and say, oh, don't worry, I can wing it. Go to somebody who's presenting you the opportunity, or somebody who holds the knowledge with that Ace of Coins in their hands. You know, somebody who is the author of this situation. You know, somebody who is intrinsic to it, somebody who's planted the seed, somebody who is in charge of the venture. Go there, but don't just do things the way. Don't just do things the way that you've always done, because this is a different pond, I think, Capricorn, that you might be swimming in. So things have to be done slightly differently here. Universe, what is the advice that you have for Capricorn on this reading, or you know, just in general, spiritual advice for the? What's the spiritual advice you have for Capricorn for the week in general? There's something better in the near future. Those are the two cards that came out on top. So there's going to be something better ahead in the near future, okay? All right. There could also be an opportunity for romance showing up here. So these are the other cards showing. They don't necessarily have to pertain to the reading, but I like to read them just as spiritual advice for the week. So there's something better coming along in the near future, and there could also be an opportunity for romance. Okay? You need to choose a new direction and take action. All right. Let's get these up again here. Okay. Let's have a look if there's any more cards before we finish this area of the reading. Okay, there are more cards. Let's have a look. So you got quite a few cards. The universe has got quite a few things to say to you, it would seem. Okay, is there anything else? Alright, that's it. So it says here, there's something better in the near future, and there's also an opportunity for romance coming along. It says choose a new direction, or if you want to choose, you've got to fill in the gaps of the words. If you want to choose a new direction, you have to take action, okay? But remain positive, communicate clearly, and get more information, okay? That is your reading, guys, for your general reading for the week. Bear with me. We're going to do your work reading and then your love reading. One moment. Okay, Cappies, let's have a look for work. What have we got? 1st to the 7th. 4 of Wands. There could be a move or some exciting news coming in concerning work. Oh, nice. 8 of Wands. I mean, there's definitely some action regarding maybe a move showing up here, or there could be some news coming in regarding a move, because the 4 of Wands, in terms of a work reading, this is usually a moving card, and this can be an action or news or information coming. You've got a lot of Wands, so there's 2 Wands already, and they're very action orientated. So maybe you got some news coming in. It's regarding a move with the 4 of Wands energy. Both cards can actually indicate some surprising and exciting news coming in. Oh, Page of Cups. You've got these news cards. Good news. Could also be news coming in. It might be something to do with an apprenticeship. The Page of Cups is an apprenticeship energy when it shows up in a work reading. But also, these 3 cards actually indicate news. 4 of Wands would be surprising news. 8 of Wands could be exciting news. And Page of Cups is exciting and happy news. So all 3 cards are indicating some exciting and happy news. Also news possibly about a move showing up here. Page of Cups can be, maybe some of you guys are moving from an apprenticeship, you know, like a moving up. So if some of you guys have found yourself to be at an entry-level job, maybe there's a move here, because the 8 of Wands indicates a move as well. So maybe there's some good news coming in. Maybe some of you guys are advancing from an apprentice, because this is advancing as well. Some of you, I'm going to read it several ways. I think that number 1, just looking at the first 3 cards, it feels to me like there is exciting news regarding a move. That move could concern advancement in terms of an apprenticeship. So if you've been on a low-level job, there might be some advancement here. You might be going up a notch. You might be promoted, for example. Because this is promotion. This is movement upwards, and it's upwards off that page. So if you've been in a kind of like a low-level job, there could be movement. There could be an advance happening here, and also there could be a move of premises in terms news about moving premises showing here as well. 4 of Coins, so could be gaining money with the 4 of Coins energy showing up here. I'm also noticing when you get the 4 of Coins in a work reading, this could be a job that you've been in for quite a while. Sometimes this card means to feel stuck, though I don't see how it means it, because the person's holding on to the Pentacles. So this is a secure job usually with the 4 of Coins. It represents job security. So good news, job security, 4 of Coins. Oh wow, the Knight of Coins. Definitely 2 cards indicating job security showing here. And I've got 3 cards indicating good news. I think you've got some good news concerning a job security. Some of you guys could be possibly being made permanent. Or some of you guys are actually moving from being perhaps temporary with that Page of Cups energy to becoming permanent with the 4 of Coins and the Knight of Coins. Because 4 of Coins is job security, and so is the Knight of Coins. These 2 are job security. This can be an entry-level job, or maybe this could be a job that is a contract job with the Page of Cups, a job that's not temporary, but there's advancement here. Good news. So it could be that's coming in for some of you Capricorns. Good news. Looks to be advancement from contract job, temporary job, what's the other word I'm looking for? Entry-level job to becoming a permanent member of staff. The Four of Coins and the Knight of Coins energy. Looks really good. Also news about a move in terms of work. Again, that move being probably from being entry-level contract, temporary worker into permanent worker showing here. Let's have a look at the next ones. Okay, lots of work on, 10 of Wands energy. A lot of projects, a lot of responsibility showing up. Yeah, there's definitely lots of responsibility on you. 10 of Wands is a lot of work, and the Devil energy means that you don't really have a work-life balance. It could also be a devil who's putting a lot of work on you. So this could be, I don't want to call it a troublemaker, but this is somebody who is extraordinarily strict. So it might be that you've got a very strict individual putting a lot of work on you. Some of you guys, it might be that you're wanting to move. You might be celebrating 4 of Wands energy, a move, the 8 of Wands, from a very controlling and strict person that puts a lot of work on you as well. Could be that you're receiving good news. It might be about a permanent, steady job somewhere else, potentially. Let's have a look at the other cards. The 9 of Cups. So 9 of Cups deals with celebration, wishes coming true. Breaking free. So it's almost like you're happy about a break, a move, because this is a moving card, the Tower. You're happy about a move, Tower energy, or that you're happy that you're breaking free. Judgment. There's definitely a move here for some of you guys showing up. You've got Judgment and you've got the Tower. This is all about rebirth, new life, new beginnings is the Judgment energy, and this is breaking free. You guys are happy about it. You're happy that you're breaking free, probably from a very strict boss. Could be with the Devil energy. Puts a lot of work on you. Okay. New life, new beginnings with the Judgment energy. Finally, you're being released. Released from the Devil. The Devil who puts lots of work on you. Some of you guys have really been struggling, possibly with quite a nasty individual. Some of you guys feeling really happy here. You're breaking away from this individual here, or from the environment of this here, where they put a lot of work on you. And you're going to a new place. The Judgment energy means a new place, going to a new place. There's good news, 4 of Wands, concerning a move. Okay, 2 good news cards. There's really good news. You're receiving good messages here. 4 of Wands, 8 of Wands, Page of Cups about a move. It looks to be to a more steady, permanent job. Some of you guys have been having to deal with the Devil. Might be quite a nasty, strict individual putting a lot of work on you, a lot of pressure on you showing here. You're happy to break away to a new life. You're happy to break away from this Devil and experience a new life now in terms of work. Alright, so I'm seeing movement. You've definitely got a move on the cards coming up, and if it's not this week, it's definitely for some of you guys the next few weeks, because movement cards in the Tarot, Judgment, Tower, show movement. 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands shows movement. Good news, Page of Cups, permanent job, steady income, steady job. Knight of Coins, 4 of Coins. So this is to do with steady job, steady work, movement. Movement with both cards, good news with 3 cards. So we've got good news, 3 cards, movement with these cards, steady job, these cards. This is somebody who's not very nice, putting a lot of pressure on you, a strict, very burdensome environment. I'm seeing a lot of happiness and movement, breaking away, new life, Judgment energy. Definitely energies of movement, breaking away, but it's breaking away probably from an environment that was too strict, or a person who was imposing a lot of stuff on you. Let's have a quick look, Capricorn, at your love reading. Bear with me. Okay, guys, let's have a look for love, Capricorn. What can we see? All right, 2 of Swords can mean that you are cutting off from an individual. Mentally, emotionally, communicatively, you're just not having anything to do with them. But it can also represent when we're being faced with a decision. Okay, I do think that some of you guys are feeling sad and you're feeling very regretful this week, but you're cutting away from an individual showing up here. Queen of Cups energy. I think that you are blocking out. It could be a water sign, but also some of you guys blocking out your emotions this week as well. This could be a water sign that maybe you're blocking out, or it could be Capricorn that some of you guys are blocking out your emotions here. 5 of Cups energy showing there, feeling really sad, regretful, disappointed. Some of you guys are blocking out disappointment with a water sign, possibly. Yeah, taking a break on that. I actually think that you're blocking out some disappointment you've experienced with a water sign for some of you guys. Four of Swords, taking a break. Healing and recovery with the Four of Swords energy. Positive changes. I actually feel that some of you guys are actually, it's not so bad. You seem to be, Two of Swords can mean I do not see, or I am not looking at this. Okay, so some of you guys are blocking out any hurt or pain that you feel around a water sign. I feel with the Four of Swords, you've decided that you want to heal. So you're going to be kind of taking time out to heal. Wheel of Fortune, positive changes coming in with that wheel. Page of Wands energy. Could be something out of the blue. A message. Page of Wands is a message. Eight of Swords, but this person doesn't speak. It almost feels like out of the blue you get a message from this individual, but they don't speak. They don't say anything. It's almost like you get a call on your mobile, but they're hiding, because this is not to speak. This is a surprise, unexpected message is the Page of Wands, but the person doesn't speak. So don't be surprised if you get a call, Capricorn, from someone you've broken up with, or someone who broke up with you, but they don't speak. Eight of Swords energy. World energy showing up here. So the world energy is all about cycles coming to a conclusion. And I'm reading at it as this in the reading because it feels like this amongst all the other spread. Oh, the World and the Empress. So this is like your soulmate showing up here, Capricorn. Soulmate, World and the Empress. This is like your soulmate. Queen of Wands. Connecting. The world is connecting to your soulmate, the Queen of Wands. The world is a connection because it goes round. This is the Empress, the soulmate. Queen of Wands. Not unless they're not telling you that they've connected with their soulmate, the Queen of Wands. Have they connected with their soulmate? Because they're not telling you. They're calling you. Somebody's reaching out. Unexpected message. Wheel of Fortune is unexpected. You don't know when it's going to come. It's like a tower. It's suddenly. So unexpected message, but somebody isn't saying. I think they're not saying that they've connected to you. They've connected with a soulmate. It feels like they've connected with an Empress. It feels like I don't know whether this is two people, but I feel that this person's connected with that world energy, with an Empress, with a soulmate. Queen of Wands. It could be a fire sign individual. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Because it could be that they're not telling you that they are still connected to you. I mean, it depends. Empress is ruled by Taurus and Libra and Venus. But for me, the world is a connection. And the Queen of Cups is feelings, so connected to feelings. Maybe they're not telling you that their feelings are still connected to you. It's an interesting reading, Capricorn, actually. Let's get this reading again. I actually feel that you guys are cutting out. I think that you are blocking out your emotions now. You're not thinking this week. You've decided to forget about how hurt you are. It feels to me like this could be a water sign individual. So some of you guys are kind of just going to close your heart off to your hurt. You've been feeling really upset, but you're going to close your heart off to it. Alright? You're going to close your heart off to the hurt that you've and disappointment you've been feeling around it. I think it's a water sign, Queen of Cups. Or this will be somebody that you really loved. Also, you're closing yourself off to hurt and, you know, your hurt feelings or whatever. But this is a water sign or somebody you really loved. I think that you are in recovery this week with the Four of Swords, but then I think that unexpectedly some of you guys are going to receive a call. This could actually be that somebody is still bound and connected, because the Eight of Swords is to be bound and connected to their feelings. Maybe they still want to nurture the relationship here with the Empress energy. There's still an attraction. Because I don't think this is somebody else. I think that this is an attraction. I think the Queen of Wands is there because it explains an attraction. And the Empress is love. I feel that this person is bound. I don't think it's that they don't speak. I think they're bound. And connected. The world is all about a connection. They're connected to their feelings here. The Empress is to feel mutual love, and so is the Queen of Cups. So they're mutually connected to you, emotionally and physically, with that Empress sitting in there. There's a mutual connection, I think, with the world energy here. They're still very attracted to you, I think, Capricorn. I'll read this one more time so it makes sense. This is you, Capricorn. You're doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you're doing. Well, you're doing 1, 2, 3. This might be the person here. So you guys are cutting away from your hurt with the 5 of Cups energy and feelings. You're in recovery. Also, cutting away from your hurt concerning a water sign. You are in recovery. Unexpected, though, message, I think, coming through. It's either this week or in the next few weeks, because I know that readings, even if I've listened to other weekly readings on YouTube, they can take time to evolve. So between now and the next few weeks, though you guys are in recovery now, either a water sign or you're cutting away from your feelings, from your hurt and your feelings, you're in recovery. I do feel that expect between now and the next few weeks an unexpected message. Wheel of Fortune, unexpected message is the Page of Wands. Somebody, I think, is going to tell you that they are still bound and connected to you emotionally. Okay? They are still bound and connected to you on an emotional, but also on a physical plane with the Empress energy. I think this Queen of Wands is not another individual, not unless it's saying that there's still somebody on the outskirts, though, with that with that Queen of Wands, because they may not be saying that there's somebody else there, though. There could be. It might be that they're not saying. You know, is this a wife or is this a mother who's a fire sign? Are they not telling you that they're still kind of seeing somebody who's a mother and who's a wife, a fire sign wife, for example? Because the Empress can be the wife, and this is the fire sign. There is somebody here, as soon as you forget them, Capricorn, I think that they come back unexpectedly and they tell you that they're still bound and connected to you on a very deep emotional level. But what they probably don't tell you is that they are still seeing, or they are still in some way, shape or form connected to a wife or a partner who is a fire sign. That's what I think is happening here. So in love, in the next few weeks, we'll do this one more time. I'm seeing you guys blocking out your emotions. You're blocking out your hurt, your emotions, and you are in recovery. You're also blocking out your hurt concerning a water sign individual, and you are in recovery. You're healing with the 4 of Swords. But then as you heal, unexpectedly, a message comes in. Capricorn, a message comes in unexpectedly with these 2 cards, in which I think that this person tells you that they are still bound and connected to you emotionally. But maybe what they don't tell you is that I think this person already has a partner. I think this person might already be married, because I don't think that they're telling you that. And I think with that wheel, that I think this person doesn't tell, even though they say, look, I'm still bound and connected to you emotionally, Capricorn. What they may not be telling you with that 4 of Swords, because 4 of Swords means secrecy, they may not be telling you that they are still kind of on again and off again with that wheel with a partner who is a fire sign potentially. Maybe this person is a fire sign individual, or maybe they're kind of still taking a gamble or playing the field. It could be with a couple of people here, an Empress and a Queen of Wands. So also, though they say, look, I'm still in love with you, we've still got this special connection here, because this is a shared connection as well. The world is connected, and this is like an emotional connection here. And they say, look, I'm still bound to this connection that we share emotionally. You know, I still know that we've got this special thing going. They may not be telling you either that they've got an on-again, off-again relationship, the wheel, with a partner who's a fire sign, or they may not be telling you that they're still kind of playing around, because the wheel is the gambler card, that they're still kind of playing around with a couple of other people, an Empress and a Queen of Wands. I think this person tells you that they care about you, but I think that they've either got one person on the outskirts or they have a couple more. All right, let's have a quick look at your advice for the week. We're going to have a quicker look at money and work, anything other coming in. So Universe Spirit, what is the other information you have for Capricorn concerning work and money for the week? Conscious consumer. So you have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. Okay. And let's have a quick look at any other advice for romance. Is there any other advice you have for romance? It can be anything, please, universe, but any other advice you have for romance for Capricorn at all? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, does that have anything to do with this? Is somebody coming back, Capricorn, and saying, oh, I love you, we've got this amazing connection, but they don't tell you that they are still possibly... I mean, this, for me, the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune can also be a karmic partner. Are they not telling you that they're still attracted maybe to somebody else who's a soulmate? I don't know. Or I feel that this is more about this person not telling you that they've got an on-again, off-again relationship with a partner who's a fire sign, which could be what the religious factors are, that they're, they're already married. Or is it that they're not telling you that they are kind of just playing around with that Wheel of Fortune, that, just because it's a playing around card, it's not serious, it's temporary. So this is on-again, off-again relationships with an Empress and a, whoopsie daisy, with an Empress and a Queen of Wands. They're not telling you about other people. They come back and tell you that they care about you and that they miss you, but they're actually admitting that there are other people around them at the same time, which is a little bit naughty. Let's have a quick look at any other information that we have. Finally, universe, just give me anything else. 3 cards. Anything else you have to say to Capricorn for the week. Right, it says to stop, look and listen. Anxiety. Gain. I think that you can, I think it's saying stop, look and listen. You can get ahead of anxiety. So you can overcome anxiety if you stop, look and listen. So just take a deep breath. Think about what you're doing. If you need help, seek it. But stop, look and listen, and you may be able to gain the upper hand on anxiety. If you guys are feeling anxious, you can gain the upper hand on it. But you really need to, instead of continuing to move in the same way that you've been moving, stop, look and listen, and try and work out a way in which you can try and overcome this, whether it's medically or any other thing. All right, that's your reading, Capricorn. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like to order a private reading with me, you can just click on the link below. It's in the comments section, the link to my website. Also, it's at the end screen as well. All right, take care, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.